Welcome to Biomutant. Encode your DNA. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Mercenary, Deadeye, Commando, Psyfreak, Saboteur, Sentinel, Saboteur, Sentinel, Commando, Psyfreak. Psyfreak chosen. Sounds good. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise. An echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
That's right. Light is only for those having difficulty seeing what's in front of them. Sticking to the me first path is the only way we'll be going places.
I'm surprised at the change of heart. I believe in putting yourself aside to help others.
You can't fight who you...
You're trying to keep us in...
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world, and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time or place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. Right between the eyes. Just be glad there's a rope. Some have adapted to the new environment, changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Good hit. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Rods that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Your energy is empty. No hope of that with as little energy as you have. Great shot. It's in your grasp. Toxanol built vessels called arcs to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. Lockety-locked. Someone locked it solid. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Key energy for that. That's the good stuff. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. Let's pocket that.
To why?
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why.
Tolu keta ya wawanwe.
He presents himself as...
Setuatan papkila.
He doesn't...
Luma utulu ba e bubuko vun ayamuaya.
The child could have been...
Momombusu?
There's no doubt you're the child.
Cantita duela bofo.
He says it has taken...
Yunulua tula. Vunko vuntu.
Had it not been for the tree... Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or NONO, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The NONO prefer to hide in glittergrass. He says you... You found one. You should be proud. The NONO's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the NONO as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the NONO, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The NONO are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. One day, he hopes that... Now that you've seen the NONO's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no From this day on... He says you'd better hurry back to the village. No, she's got lots on her mind and... He lost you there for a while.
For the water.
He says he remembered
The
the tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eaters' DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Yalawa what now?
Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route.
Bobo Tubuko.
He wants you
Loa Tolu Tom. Do wowu.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Get a grip. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.